We'll look first at some of the strengths of positivist methods. They can provide a cause and effect relationship between events and behaviours, most likely in lab experiments, or correlations between two factors. This is a feature of scientific research. Positivist methods also produce quantitative data, that is, data in numerical form, and this is seen as being more objective than qualitative data because it does not require value judgments to try and analyse it. It's also seen as being more scientific, which means it may be more likely to be generalised to the population, and this gives positivist methods a further advantage. It's preferred by governments and non-governmental organisations, as its large-scale applications means it can be used to help formulate social policies and decision-making. A final strength is that positivist methods are able to be reproduced by other researchers, and results can be checked to ensure they are correct. They're also able to be disproved, something which is referred to as the falsification principle, a key element of scientific research. Positivist methods, though, do have their limitations. They often lack validity. They might demonstrate changes in behaviour, but often don't provide a rationale behind those changes, with judgment being subjective and imposed upon those being studied, which means it may not be representative of the views of all of those being studied. It also focuses too heavily on structural elements of society and can be seen as deterministic. It ignores the agency and free will of individuals to choose how they react to social forces, something that is becoming more relevant in contemporary society. It has very fixed approaches to research that don't always reflect the diversity and fluidity of contemporary society, partly because it searches for a one-size-fits-all theory to understand human behaviour. And it fails to gain an insight into the lives of those being studied. People's attitudes and opinions are often reduced to numerical values, which do not demonstrate the importance of the meanings and motivations of why people do things. Finally, we'll look at some examples of positivist research. The most famous probably is Durkheim's study of suicide, where he compared suicide statistics across European countries and across time and found that suicide was influenced by the level of integration and regulation individuals were subjected to. In both crime and education, we've come across a lot of research based upon positivist ideologies, particularly looking at the rates of offending, achievement, and how factors such as social class, ethnicity, and gender impact on those. And in social attitude surveys, how labour is divided in the home, consumer purchasing habits, social media usage, and of course the census, possibly the largest piece of social research conducted in the UK every 10 years, are all based on positivist ideologies.